Welcome. Today I bring you the preview of the next chapter of The Ambassador's Daughter. Sancar goes to Geddes' house. There he is greeted by Moog. So Sancar asks if Geddes is in, asking her to call him. Moog tells him she wants to see Akin. But Sancar says he can't do that. Moog begs him to let her see Akin, explaining that she knows Geddes beat him up and she wants to check his condition. Sancar tells her that Akin was not only beaten by Geddes, but that he also broke his hands. Moog keeps insisting. So Sancar replies that if she wants to see him so badly to go to the jail when Akin is brought there. Geddes leaves the house hearing them arguing. He complains about Moog's request and welcomes Sancar. Sancar and Geddes go to talk. Geddes asks him what he did with Akin. Sancar replies that now Akin has no hand. Geddes is glad, but seeing Sancar sad, he asks him if it is that Nair was angry with him for breaking Akin's hand. But Sancar replies that Nair doesn't know what happened and must be waiting for him in the hut. So Geddes asks him why he didn't go to meet Nair. Sancar replies that he can't give Nair the face. Geddes asks him what he did now. So Sancar tells him that Manek is pregnant. So Geddes is furious. Sancar, distressed, starts to cry. So Geddes hugs him, trying to comfort him. Nair returns home. Elvan, seeing her upset, asks her what happened and if she argued with Sancar. But Nair tells him that Sancar didn't go to see her. Elvan asks why. But Nair answers that she doesn't know and that if she wants she can ask him when she goes for Melik in the morning. Elvan asks her not to be angry with Sancar since he must have an explanation. But Nair replies that she only cares that Sancar complies as Melik's father. Elvan tries to cheer her up by talking about how to furnish the house. They comment about how much the rent of the house costs, so Nair realizes that Sancar cheated her by not letting her get a house by herself, since he is actually the one who is paying for the house. So upset, she tells Elvan that they should move out. The next day Sancar goes to see Manek. As he knocks on the door, Manek asks her mother to hide and pretends to still be unconscious. He goes over to see the ultrasound. Manek pretends to be waking up scared for her baby, so Sancar tries to calm her down. Manek says sad that her baby might die, so Sancar tries to cheer her up. But Manek says he doesn't care what happens to her baby because he already has Melik. Sancar asks her what she is talking about. Manek says she is not lying and that he doesn't care. Sancar tells her that now she is in the mansion again and he is going to be by her side. So Manek reminds him that he told her that he would not forgive her for what she did to Nair and that she will not forgive him if anything happens to her baby and that he should remember that every time he hugs Melik. So Sancar, upset, leaves. Once alone, Manek tells her mother that she can stop hiding. Atik is amazed at Menek's ability to make Sancar feel guilty. Manek replies that she is just starting and that now she will be the one in charge in that mansion. Sancar leaves, so the doctor comes in to check on Manek. Halise asks for her grandson to be saved and asks Sancar if he is okay and tries to encourage him by saying that the baby will be fine. Then asks if he is still going to divorce Manek. Sancar replies that the doctor's directions is not to make Manek stress. Halise asks if Nair already knows that Manek is pregnant, so Sancar replies no. The doctor comes out and informs them that the bleeding has stopped, so the baby is fine, but that Menek's condition is still serious and so she should not have strong emotions or stress. Halise and Golsier go to bring food to Manek, but she refuses to eat. Atik asks her to eat and Halise asks Manek if she is okay. But she reproaches her that she was kicked out of the house by Nair and that she betrayed her and abandoned her, blaming her for what happened to her baby. So Halise tries to calm her down, but Manek tells her that she will have to take the blame forever if anything happens to her baby. Atik kicks Halise out, so she leaves. Manek instructs her mother to talk to Nekdet to get Nair's number. Atik angrily asks her what she plans to do to Nair this time. When for all she has tried she got kicked out of there. Manek replies that now Melik is going to have a brother and Nair should get the good news too. Atik tells her that it is too soon, as they don't know if the baby is going to survive. Manek says that her son is going to survive and they are going to make life miserable for Nair and Melik. Plus, with the son of Sancar, she will be the owner of the mansion. Sancar receives a message from Geddes in which he recommends him to tell Nair everything as soon as possible. Otherwise he is going to find out from someone else. Kavurik finds Sancar sitting in front of the barn, so he asks him what he is doing there and if something happened to the baby. Sancar answers that the baby is fine. So Kavurik is glad. Sancar asks him how he will be able to tell Melik that he is going to have a brother who will be able to live with him, while she wants to be with him but cannot. Or how he can tell Nair that Manek is pregnant after what he has done to her. Kavarik tries to encourage him. Sancar says that he will go for Melik and spend a good day together with her, and that at night he will tell everything to Nair. For his part, Moog goes to the port to see Nair, while he practices an apology for what happened with Akin. Dudu goes to let Nair know that Moog wants to see her and congratulates her. Nair asks why. So Dudu asks if Sancar didn't tell her and if she is hiding it. Nair asks what he is talking about. So Dudu realizes that Nair doesn't know that Manek is pregnant and nervously tells her that Sancar bought a new port, so they talk about it. Then Dudu sees Yaya arrive, so he welcomes him. Noticing him sad, he asks him if he is like this because he has not been able to have a child, but Yaya says that it does not matter and that it is better not to have had a child with Elvan because the baby would suffer with the situation between Elvan and him. So Dudu tries to cheer him up. They talk about marriage and about their plans for the future. They also agree to have a date that night. Nair goes to Moog. She apologizes for everything she told him. Nair answers that she understands that when everything happened she was suffering and that's why she told him those things. So that's why she didn't give him importance and asks him to cheer up. But Moog says that she is not done with the Akin issue yet, as she feels she must face him and that's why she wants to find him to show him that he didn't win. Nair asks her if that would make her feel better. So Moog answers yes. Nair replies that if so she can show him where Akin is. Moog asks her not to say anything to Geddes, as he doesn't want her to meet Akin if not in jail, so Nair agrees. Moog asks her how she could endure everything that Akin did to her. Nair says that she still hasn't been able to get over all that. Moog tells her that Akin even made her break her relationship with Sancar, but Nair replies that the reason why her relationship with Sancar broke was not because of Akin, but because of Sancar. Geddes arrives at Karaman's port, where he finds Guven trying to help Karaman get funding. So he taunts them and informs Karaman that the next day there will be a meeting. So Karaman gets upset. Guven tells Karaman that if they find Akin they will get Geddes and Sancar to do what they tell them to do. Nair goes to the port with Moog, who comes in to see Akin. She tells him that he drove her crazy, but now she is recovering from what he did to her, plus seeing him in that state gives her peace of mind and that is why she wanted to see him. So now that she has seen him she can end what happened for 9 years and can only hope he pays in jail. Akin asks him to help him but Moog leaves him there and goes with Nair. But Geddes sees them. Moog tells him that since he didn't let her see Akin she had to find another way. So Geddes gets upset. Nair asks him what he is doing there. So Geddes replies that he took a doctor to see Akin and asks them if there is something else they are hiding from him. So Nair asks him to follow them. Geddes leaves with them, while Guven and Karaman arrive at the mill to take Akin. For his part, Sancar goes to Nair's house to pick up Melik, but no one opens the door, so he enters with the keys and realizes that the house is empty and there is no trace of Melik or Nair. So distressed he searches the whole house and looks sadly at the wall with his footprints, praying that Nair does not leave him. And so we end this preview. Until next time.